fourth graders. Welcome back to reading class. Happy Tuesday. This week we are talking about close reading and how to use that strategy when you are reading a passage. So on Tuesday, we said that close reading is when you read a text multiple times until you can explain it, until you know the main idea and the key details, and until you can ask someone or answer someone's questions. And close readers will read the text at least 3 times. They'll talk about their text. They're going to read with a purpose. They will gather evidence from the text, and they're going to use that evidence to write about their text. They're going to learn new vocabulary. They're going to take notes about the text, and they're going to summarize to answer other people's questions about what they have read. So on Tuesday, we said that the first day of close reading, all you're doing is reading the text. You're going to think about the main idea. You're going to think about what type of text is it, and you're going to think about the author's purpose. On your second day of close reading, you're going to look closer. You're going to find the text structure, look at the text features, and find more details. And then on the third day of close reading, you're going to zoom in. Are there facts in your text? Are there opinions in your text? You're going to locate the key vocabulary and you're going to look at what those words mean. And then you're going to look closer at the text features and decide why your author chose to put those in there. We said that this would be a visual for looking at close reading because when you're close reading, you are digging deeper. So your first reading, the first time you read your passage, you are just breaking the surface. So you're barely digging anything out. Your second reading, you're going to read to get more information or to better understand your text. So you're digging a little farther down into that dirt. And your third reading, you are getting a deep understanding. You are going to understand the whole text, the vocabulary words, the text features, the text structure. So you're really digging down into that dirt. You're getting the full understanding of your text. So on Monday, we read day 1 of our wildfires text for our close reading. And on Tuesday, we looked at our main idea. I'm going to go backwards, not forwards. We looked at the type of text, and we looked at the author's purpose. So we are going to read that same text again, but this time we are going to look for our text structures, our text features, and what do they tell us, and some important details from our text. So as I read with you today, I want you to think about the difference in what we looked for on Tuesday versus what we're looking for today. So remember, you're looking for the text structure, text features, and important details. So our text is called Wildfires. Wildfires are a pretty common event. It is estimated that over 100,000 fires happen in the United States alone each year. So how do they begin? First, there may be a lack of water in the area. This is known as a drought. During this time, the land is very dry and can easily catch fire. Next, something has to cause the fire to begin. 90% of the time, it is humans. Forgetting to put out a campfire or throwing away a burning cigarette can cause the land to go up in flames. After the fire begins, it takes an extraordinary effort to put them out. Wind can push the fire along at speeds quicker than firefighters can put them out, especially in areas with a lot of trees and vegetation. If a wildfire continues to spread, it can cause incredible amounts of damage to forests and homes. Yellowstone's Summer of Fire. In the summer of 1988, Yellowstone's worst fire ever burned more than 1 million acres of land in the national forest. So check out our timeline to see how the fire advanced. And we know that in June 1988, after a very dry summer, lightning strikes and it began a small fire. In mid-July 1988, the wildfires are still spreading, but even quicker than before. And July 21st, 1988, firefighters tried to fight each fire. So there was multiple fires. July 27th, 1988, down at the bottom, 100,000 acres of land have burned, and the fire becomes national news, so everybody was learning about it. In late August 1988, people living near the fire began packing their things and moving. And on September 11th, 1988, the first snowfall of the year finally puts the flames out. So as we were reading that text, let's think about what was our text structure. What structure did our author choose to use when they wrote this text? And we know that this is a sequence text. It even gives us the timeline. It takes us from one time to the end. So we know that our author chose to use that sequence or chronological text structure. What are the text features and what do they do for us? So we know that our first text feature is our title, and our title is just going to give us the broad overview of what our text is about. We know that there is a picture, and this is going to show us a real life image of a wildfire so it can make what we're reading about seem more real because we know exactly what it's going to look like. We know we have a heading down here. And our heading is going to tell us what this section of the text is about. And we have some bold words along with our timeline. Now, our bold words on our timeline are just important dates. And our timeline is going to give us a sequence of events to explain how a wildfire started and how it ended up ending. And some important ideas, we could answer our 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why, and how. So who could be the firefighters, when could be 1988, what could be wildfires, where we could talk about Yellowstone, and how we know that as a lightning strike began that fire. So before I show you your assignment for today, fourth graders, we're just going to watch a quick little song about answering who, what, when, where, and why.
Welcome to vocabulary. Now we're gonna break down the elements of the story. Of course, we gotta answer those 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. Every single story that you read has a lot going on, you see. Just ask 5 questions to learn more about the most important details for sure. Who are the characters? Who is involved? Who's the narrator? Who makes the calls? It could be King Tut. It could be your mutt. The next question we ask is what? What is going on? What happened? What is the plot? What is the action? When did it happen? When did it begin? Was it in the past or the future? When? Where is this? Where on the map are the characters? Where is this happening? In fact, why did this happen? Why is there action? Those are the questions, you know how to ask them. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lies. They are. Who, what, when, where, why? Important details of the story, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Important details of the story, no lie. Now get your popcorn, make sure it's hot, while I break down the story of Goldilocks. Who are the characters? Well, there's Goldie, Papa, Mama, and the baby bear only. What happened? Goldilocks went into a home that she didn't live in, and she was alone. She ate food, broke a chair, then fell asleep. The 3 bears came home and pretty much freaked. Goldilocks woke up and took off running. That's what happened in the story. Keep them coming. When did it happen? Once upon a time, kid. Where? In the forest that was oh so quiet. Why was Baby Bear so upset? Cause Goldie ate his porridge and slept in his bed. Why did Goldilocks run off with a shriek? Cause she was scared, but you don't have to be if you ask. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lies. They are. Who, what, when, where, why? Important details of the story, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Important details of the story, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Important details of the story, no lie. Who, what, when, where, why? Those are the 5 W's, no lie.
Okay, so in your classroom today, fourth graders, you are looking for something called Thursday Reading Main Idea. When you open it up, it is the same text that you have read Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are on day 4 of close reading, so you're reading to look at those text features, the text structure. What is this whole passage about? You have 4 questions to answer, so make sure you read all parts of the questions and choose the best answer. And make sure you answer all 4 questions before you hit that submit button. If you have trouble reading the passage or you get to a word that you're unsure of, I have linked a video of me reading the passage just so you can better understand what you are reading. But remember, try to read it on your own first before you listen to me. When you are finished, make sure you come back here and hit mark as done or submit, whatever option it gives you. And I will see you tomorrow, 4th graders. Great job.